Hi Virgo. Welcome back to my channel where I do tough love tarot readings. If you are not into that and if you're not into people being blunt, then please click off this video. For those of you who are returning and are down for this, we're going to do the same categories as last month. So what you're avoiding, how you're bullshitting yourself and others, consequences if you don't take action, and message from your shadow self. All right. Take a big deep breath for me and keep breathing throughout the reading. I said ooh because you got the Temperance card twice, and every time people get the same card twice, it's always like, look at me. All right, keep breathing, Virgo. Interesting. Okay. All right. What you're avoiding, we have the Chariot in reverse, Eight of Cups, and then the first of the two Temperance cards that are in this reading. So you are doing too much. You're trying to move forward, but it's not in the right way. You're trying to move forward in order to avoid something. So because the Cancer card is here, this is all about your feelings. So I think you're trying to run away from your feelings. The reason why the Temperance card is here twice, I think, I haven't even looked at the other pile yet, but I'm pretty sure the universe is telling you to chill out. You need to just sit still where you are right now. There's a reason why everything is happening the way that it is. You can't run from it. You can try, but it will be with you. It's you. You can't run away from yourself. You can try to put on as many different hats. You can try to pretend to be a different person. You can pretend that you don't feel the way that you feel, but you do. You do. The truth will always defend itself, even when there's no one around. So if you are avoiding a certain part of you and you go to a different country, a different town, you try to, just have on a different persona, it doesn't mean that what you're running away from goes away, because what you're running away from exists. You see what I mean? Like, you wouldn't be running away from it if it wasn't there. So what you're avoiding is just chilling out. You're avoiding you need to work. You need to be a busybody, and I understand that. But right now, the universe is really telling you that you need to chill out. This is divine intervention. Okay, divine intervention, which means you can try every which way, but every which way will continue to be blocked by the universe because you're avoiding the work that needs to be done. The universe is demanding you to do the work. How you're bullshitting yourself and others. Excuse me. All right. 2 of Wands, 5 of Wands in reverse, and 8 of Wands. Yeah, so you're trying to escape. You're trying to move on and pretend that there's no inner conflict here. But there's so much inner conflict here. And with the bird's eye view here, even though it's upside down, this is other people. Like, they can see the inner conflict going on inside of you, but you do not, because you're turning your back to it. And you're trying to quickly, 8 of Wands, you're trying to quickly move away from it. But This is like the epitome of you can't fight fire with fire kind of a thing. Because you can deny who you are, but again, the truth defends itself, and other people can see who you are, and you might not like that, but again, it's the truth, and it's not going to change just because you don't like it, and it's not going to be buried away just because you try to. So you're bullshitting yourself and other people by trying to run away from yourself, so it's more the same. Consequences if you don't take action. Queen of Pentacles. Temperance again, and the Page of Wands in reverse. So the consequences if you don't take action, again, divine intervention. The universe is going to put a stop to your money, and the universe is going to put a stop to any creative endeavors that you try to go forward with, because it's not your time. Because right now, your energy is required to do some inner healing. It's required to change or temper, or just your mind is going too fast. Your mind needs to be tempered before you can bring in the money or bring in the relationships that you want. So the consequences, I feel like a lot of you do care about relationships, but at the end of the day, most of y'all care more about money and resources. So I'm going to say it like this. The consequences if you don't take action, the universe is literally going to stop your money. It's going to stop your money supply because you have to do the work. Divine intervention. You are not more powerful than the universe. Sorry. Messages from your shadow self. So, this is very interesting. Jupiter return, benefits. Jupiter, abundance. You got Jupiter twice. And then Aquarius, I know. So this is definitely talking about your mind. Aquarians are all about the mind. And you are able to manifest things. You are. But when your mind is clouded, your manifestations it's going to be like a sparkler. Like one of those like 4th of July sparklers or whatever. Like it'll seem like it's ongoing, and it'll seem like it's this big fire, and it's going to seem very big and exciting, but it's an illusion. Jupiter, may I remind you, is the ancient ruler of Pisces, and Pisces is all about illusions. Illusions, delusions, fantasies, things that are not real. That's the thing about Pisces. They are very, very good manifestors. I would even go as far to say Pisces are the best manifestors of the zodiac. The problem and the reason why most Pisces don't end up manifesting what it is that they want is because they end up staying in their fantasy, and they don't do the actual physical 3D work on Earth. And it's like, because they're your opposite sign, it's like you and Pisces end up having kind of the same delusions. It's like two sides of the same coin kind of delusion, where you're like, you're so grand and you're so great and you can do all these things, but it usually just stays in your head. And it's good to have a positive belief about yourself, but if you don't take a look at your real mental stuff, the real mental anguish that you're going through in your mind, what do you think the results your mind are going to manifest are? It's going to be short-lived. It's going to be a blip on the existence of life. You can't stay in the 5D all the time, because guess what? You're human. Sorry, we all want to be on the 5D realm. That's why you look at tarot readings. That's why you follow astrologers. But at the end of the day, these are all tools. Like, just because you're connected to the divine, just because you're connected to some supernatural force, doesn't mean that shit's gonna do it for you. Like, you still are on Earth. You're still a human. And there's a lot of entities that still think that you're beneath them, and we're human. We're here to learn human things. So if you, especially Virgos, like if you avoid the human side of you, which is all of it, you're gonna have a tough time. And these blessings are going to be nothing but mere delusions, but very, very big ones. And it's like, it's going to kind of put you into this toxic cycle of manifesting something, but then it all falls apart. Manifesting something, but then it all falls apart. Manifesting something, but then it all falls apart. And the reason why you can't sustain it is because your mental health, your mental clarity, the reality of who you are has not been directly tackled. You have not faced yourself head on. You've only manifested these things and you've only created all these projects for yourself because you're running from yourself. So Jupiter, even though it says blessings here and abundance, which is true, I want you to understand that Jupiter is not just about blessings. Jupiter is historically known for expansion, for expanding, increasing anything that is in its grasp. So if you are manifesting blessings, they will be great. But if you're manifesting blessings out of fear, out of running from yourself, out of the problems that you're avoiding, those problems will, guess what? Expand. The problems will expand. And you have it here twice. So I think blessings is the biggest stereotype that Jupiter has been labeled with. It's not the planet of blessings. It's the planet of expansion. So the more you run from your problems, the bigger your problems will get. Do you understand? The more you run from your problems, the bigger your problems will get. Expansion. Okay. So, Virgos, for the early Virgos, I don't know if I said it earlier, happy birthday. But because it is your approaching your birthday season, no matter what solar return you're on, it's our solar return month is always a good time to look at ourselves, because first house, right? You have to truly dig deep now, because it's getting to the point where the universe is stepping in. Also, these are Jupiter cards as well, Sagittarius. These are Jupiter cards as well. So you technically have Jupiter 4 times. So I would really, really, really try to get a grasp on what it is that you want from life, what it is that you're hiding from, what it is that you're running from, why you're running from these things. When it comes to big, like, deep internal work like this, and because Jupiter here is just so intense, I would highly recommend you seek a therapist or someone who can help you really tackle it, right? And I don't mean just like another tarot reader. Like, we can only tell you the surface things. Like, truly, truly, you have to dig deep now, because it's like you've run away from it for so long that it's almost like what is that called? Like a slingshot. So like, if this is the slingshot handle and the rubber is going this way, this is you running against the rubber, and you're running as far as you can, and you're stretching the rubber as far as you can, and it's getting to the point now where the universe is going to sling you all the way back to your past to look at yourself. And the farther you run, the more intense that slingshot is going to hit you, right? So maintain it now while you can, while you're getting this message, because the work is here. The universe is stepping in and saying, you've been running from this long enough. I am here to help you. It might not feel like it, you won't like it, but I'm here to help you, and you have to accept it or I'll drag you. That's what the universe does. All right, Jupiter is a big player. I don't know who told you it was only about abundance and only about benefits and blessings. It's not. It's about expansion. So keep that in mind, okay? All right, Virgo, please take care of yourself, and I will see you in September for the rest of your birthday month. Bye.